When the barbarian succeeds all 3 death saving throws, man literally too angry to die. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and DMs all around, to r/D&DMemes. I am a avid player of D&D. I love the RPG elements of it, so I thought I would take a peek into some D&D memes. Just because, honestly. No reason in particular, just wanted some funny D&D relatable memes. Hashtag relatable down in the comments. Before we get started, I'm going to bring it out right in the beginning to the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe just for more content like this. I do enjoy making it, and I found a better way and easier way to make it. So, with that being said, let's continue into the dungeon, shall we? I can do better than that. Hang on. Come into my dungeon, adventurers. What's going on here? Gotta appreciate. Oh! This guy's all for it, too. He's like, oh, yeah, okay. I just realized the name of this is When the Barbarian Warlock was to the same god. He praised the same god. Oh, I gotta watch that again. He just walks up and just lights the Bible ablaze. This guy just in here smoking a pipe, too. I gotta give him some credit, some street cred. Not many people can rock the boot and short look. It's pretty fucking wicked, bro. It's pretty fucking wicked. Love it. Dungeons and Dragons expectations. Lord of the Rings, Elder Scrolls, Game of Thrones, you know, like that. Reality, it's always sunny in the Forgotten Realms. The game fucks up the DM's carefully plotted tale of political intrigue. I had a session I was doing one time, and it was just a little 1 or 2 off. We didn't really go too far with this group, but I just started off exposition, them traveling, getting in the back of a jail cell cart, going into a big prison, and my group decides to say, nah, fuck that, we're gonna try to break out of this fucking cart, and really ruined a lot of my plans. Like, seriously ruined a lot of them. They're supposed to get out of jail like 1 or 2 sessions from now after they did a couple things here and there, bribed a couple guards. But no, they decided, oh, I'm just going to break out of this fucking jail cell, this jail cart. I think it's later on that same session, they were talking with a big bad. And, I'm sorry, I never want to play this character again. But he sat there and just like, hammer. He had like he had like Sacred Hammer or whatever it's called. He started counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every 6 seconds you're able to cast cantrips. Every 6 seconds he'd count out loud. Every 6 seconds he'd throw one while the monologue was happening. Fucking ruined it. I hate players like that. Just let the story play out. Seriously, are you that much of an ass that you have to like screw people up, screw your DM story up? Fucking childish people. Can't stand them. Don't ever want to play another game with that person. People who can't find groups to play with. D&D memes. Oh, the boyfriend pillow. Oh, God. I mean, actually, honestly, it looks very comfortable, and I would use one, but I wouldn't purchase one. Can somebody send me one of these, or allow me to steal one for me? I'll use it. I'll post a picture on Instagram of me using it. Someone gets me one. I make a camp. Okay. And I scream at the moon. And you scream at the moon? The moon deserves it. Alright, roll intimidation. 4. The moon is unfazed. You win this round. I go to sleep. Player wakes up in the domain of the moon goddess. Are you talking shit? What good, homie? I just imagine it's like this girl in like a long flowing gown, like very ethereal looking, just like, fucking square up. Square. I knocked something off my desk over here. I don't know if the mic picked that up or not. Hurt my hand. Ouch. My roommate's boyfriend is playing D&D online in the next room, and mostly he's quiet, but he just erupted out in a scratchy character voice. Where are my socks? Are they in your mouth? Spit them out right now. What kind of campaign is he playing? An average one? You know what? You're right. Yeah, I'll occasionally drop it in my character's voice every now and again. Just a very soft British accent, or some Scottish if I'm playing a drow or a dwarf of some kind. And it's honestly really fun. The Russian is one of my favorites if I ever have the option to use the Russian. Usually big, strong, burly man that I use the Russian for. But the Irish one is my favorite, probably. Just because it's the most diverse of all the accents I can do. And if you are Irish out there and I did that horribly, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear some points and tips and tricks to make it more believable. Give your players a disintegration ray. What it actually does is shoot the people into the future. In the final session, all the people they shoot with it will blink into existence around them at once. Oh. That's a good idea, actually. Gonna steal that for later. OP, please change your URL. Probably bad RPG ideas. No, these are great RPG ideas. I'm going to steal this one. Like no fooling. This is now in my future thing I'm writing. This is gonna be great. My understanding of D&D is that the GM has the power to make the next quest a heist, but the player control whether the background music for the heist will be Pink Panther theme, the Mission Impossible theme, or the Benny Hill theme. Yeah, pretty much. Actually sums it up very well. That's it. That's the game. Thank you, Dragon. That sums it up pretty well, actually. That's pretty beautiful. What if magic was real, but it was treated the way music is now, with different genres, and like, oh, you're still into conjuring? That's cool, I guess. Recently, I've been getting into third wave post-necromancy. It's some pretty heavy stuff. What do you mean you never learned Fireball? It's a classic. I don't know, I'm not really into evocations. How can you not be into any evocations? Well, it's kind of dad magic, isn't it? I had a one-off character that had just did nothing but evocations. It was pretty fun, honestly. I had a lot of fun just like dealing out the damage in the party. I'm used to like sitting back and either just being a utility character or doing my like minimal damage. But Brustov was a very interesting Eldritch Knight. The Russian character, like I was talking about before, he just hit people with his axe and shoot hot fry. That's all he do. He is basic Eldritch Knight. All he do is shoot fire and eat hot fries. So I was gonna tell a story at some point. I thought I'd do it and throw it in now in the middle of the video. In one of my campaigns, we ended up having a buddy of mine join for a short time period, and he decided to play a crazy paladin, like he was just out of his mind. And the idea is that he would pop in randomly throughout our sessions whenever he had time, but every time he'd come back, he'd worship a different deity, and he was just absolutely out of his mind. Well, we're going through a big hedge maze garden, fighting off demented, possessed garden gnomes, as you do in D&D. And we're in this little tight corridor. I explained that it's only like big enough for one person at a time. And he rolls a perception check and gets a nat 20. And in my games, nat 20s are like automatic wins, and I double the number, so essentially you get a 40. If anything can beat a 40, Jesus Christ. But what he ended up doing, I'm like, shit, he has to see something in this little area. He got a nat 20. There's nothing here. So what I said was, you actually see a caterpillar slowly making a cocoon for himself on the leaves. So he goes, all right, I would like to bless and praise this caterpillar in the name of Palor. I'm like, okay, sure, roll to convert. He rolls another nat 20 and ends up converting this caterpillar to the religion of Palor. So the last thing you hear is this little caterpillar going, "Oh, Palor!" and starts like making his own little shrine to Palor right there instead of making himself a cocoon. Well, they end up going on their way, and the druid later on, when he's fighting the boss of this dungeon, she casts like summon familiar, which is you roll a D12, I think it is. and you get a roll from the stat block of these creatures in the book. Well, she landed on a centipede, and it gave me the idea, why don't I bring back the caterpillar from later and make him a thing? So they roll, and at first nothing happens. Not a single thing happens, just whistle and wind. All of a sudden they hear rumbling, and the ground starts shaking beneath their feet. And from behind them they hear a crushing and stomping, as bursting through this hedge maze behind them is the same caterpillar, but he's grown to an exponential size. He has grown to, I think I gave him he was 10 feet long and 2 or 3 feet wide. He was a thick boy. And he just pops out and he's shimmering in gold aura. And he pops out and he goes, "For Palor!" and crushes the big bad, he was his last hit. But he crushes it. Basically, he is now a small deity in my world. He's named CATERPALOR. If you hear about CATERPALOR anywhere online, that's originally mine. That's originally me. I am the original creator of CATERPALOR. And that was my very first D&D session I ever ran back in 3.5, I want to say I ran that in. But it's one of my favorite things that's ever happened in any campaign I've ran as of yet. And I need to write it down somewhere. I know it's actually on the our D&D forum, but it's been 5-6 years ago that happened. So it's buried pretty deep. But if I'm able to find the original thing, I'll link it down below in the comments. I'll see if I can find that original post that one of my people made. There's actually fan art of it. Kind of neat. If I can find one of those, I'll put that up on the screen as well. But I don't remember having it still saved, which is sad. Alright guys, going to our last post of this video. Let's hop into it real quick. Ethan paid you $7. Chipotle, 9th grade. Your Venmo bounced down $7. My friend I haven't talked to in years just paid me back for Chipotle from 7 years ago. Chaotic good. You'll get there eventually, man. It just does. I can't tell you when or where or how you'll get it, but you'll get paid back eventually. You all get paid back eventually. Alright guys, I really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you want to see more D&D meme videos or video of me sharing stories, let me know in the comments below, guys. Also, if you have any idea of any other subreddits you want me to look at, also let me know in the comments below. I try to respond to as many people as I can, and we'll go from there, guys. Anyways, have a great day, and Merry Christmas. If you celebrate Christmas, or Happy Holidays, you don't. Alright, I'm gone. Bye! It's Doc, you've been eaten by a grue. Oh, a grue, you say? A grue on me, but ah! When am I leave all this crap in I say at the end of these videos? Of me stretching and hitting a dank vape. Oh yeah, it's all coming together.